Sorry. Hey, this section is going to be about software. A couple questions I have for you for software is the Chatham pays to license. It pays for a certain amount of license rights for the software. Now that's 7 So how do you define? Like, I know there's a weird distinction between you can use 7 at a time, but like sometimes if somebody's doing a certain function, it's considered. Can you explain that? How it's considered 2 uses?
Well,
I mean, in general.
In the application, there's an advanced function called create list, and that works as a Boolean search and global updating thing. And in the past, that was just something that we'd have to go into a telnet function to do, but now it's
Part of Millennium.
It's part of the visual GUI interface, and for whatever reason, it counts as a user. If I have a cataloging session open and I'm doing some global updates.
No, when you say global updates, what do you mean?
Like if a famous author died, and then there's like 30 books, and we want to have the author heading and the graphic record will have the name and birth date, and we just want to, rather than go to each record and.
Okay, for all of the all 30 books, you want to find some way of denoting that the author has passed on.
I just go in and do a Boolean search and find the author, update all records.
Okay, so Boolean, it doesn't search the internet; it searches all of Millennium for any holdings under that author's name.
Right.
Okay.
Updates our local records.
But if you had that and you had the cataloging function open, that's 2 users at once, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I got you. But other than that, you can only have a total of 7 uses at simultaneous.
Yeah.
How many? I guess this is kind of a hardware question, but how many? Do you know how many computers have Millennium, the administrative end of Millennium installed on them?
We can. It's easy to download and everything. We even have it on one of our. We have an intern. We installed it on her Mac.
So I mean, currently, how many Chatham PCs have it? Like, as far as administrative people?
Not 10.
Okay, so 10 currently, but it can be downloaded.
Yeah.
And that is not restricted by Millennium. How many machines you can put on is not restricted. What's restricted is the use, correct?
Then it has a login, password, and initials. You have to be authorized.
Yeah, just like I do when I come to work.
Yeah.
Okay. And is this software licensing fee renewed every year, or is it? Okay, it is renewed every year. Okay, and then so then accountants would, in essence, be part of the people's resources because they have to communicate. They have to pay the bill to the company to continue using Millennium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we get a bill. We get an annual bill from Millennium.
Okay.
And I give that to Jill, and Jill gives it to the business office.
Okay.
They give us a hard time.
Why
do you need this? And we have to.
Okay. It's ironic. I mean, I'm not asking you to comment on them, but it's ironic that they even bother asking you, being as though it is the library system. Like, what do you mean? Why do you need? It's just
I think with things like shareware and open source.
Oh, they say, why can't you use something free that doesn't?
Yeah.
Cost? Okay.
Yeah.
But it
we've
doesn't.
looked into that.
But it doesn't meet your requirements.
No,
or your specifications.
But they're free kittens, open source.
Yeah.
You get it something free, and then you got to buy the litter. You got to buy the goes up.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. And okay, and system requirements. All we need is the Millennium program. That's all we need. We don't need anything else, right? As far as software is concerned.
No, I use Excel and Word for various things. I use Word for making labels. I use Word for making labels.
Yeah.
I use Excel as a quick acquisitions checklist, ordering new things. And we also use Interface for ordering. Well, different vendors have different interfaces. EBSCO, EBSCO, but it's all web-based.
Okay. Thank you. And sorry. And as far as data resources are concerned, the type. I guess I could just say this, and you tell me if I'm correct. The type of data. The type of things that we gather data from are books, our periodicals, which are magazines, our newspapers, our microfilm, our videotapes and our DVDs, our CDs, music CDs, our
Microform. We have all our electronic journals. I have in the catalog too.
oh, okay.
Records for
Okay,
those.
so records for electronic journals, our doctoral theses. Is there any other thing that we have that I'm missing?
We're starting a lot of students from the digital arts for their theses are submitting like movies and DVDs.
So we keep track of that in our cataloging system.
Yeah, we put movies in our catalog, so you can click into a bunch of movies
Cool, okay.
with their permission.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, but by putting it on, they're making it accessible to people on there. That, in essence, they're giving their permission, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is kind of a slightly media hardware question, but as far as system requirements, operating system RAM, that type of thing, would it be fair to say that our basic computers here at Chatham, the basic computer at Chatham, would meet those requirements? There's no, I mean, in other words, there's nothing special about my computer or your computer that allows us to run Millennium.
No, not at all.
Okay, because I mean the hardware requirements of Millennium are bare and basic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But for creating PDFs for the theses, I have
Oh, scanner.
I have Scanner and Adobe Professional.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
And they had to tweak my computer for that, for whatever reason.
For how so? You mean they had to?
They give me more RAM.
Oh, okay. Probably because
But
it
it's still
makes it run slower.
Yeah.
Oh, and
That's why I use yours all the time.
meant to ask you. I know Millennium. Yeah, that's fine.
Something about it's not supposed to be.
So if you need to take care of it, I can.
Good.
Okay.
I can't do anything.
Now Millennium. Back to, I guess this is a software / networking question. Millennium can communicate in essence to outside sources. Correct me if I'm wrong. It communicates with other libraries to get other materials,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to communicate with publishers to let them know if you need a certain periodical.
Yes.
And who else can it communicate with? Millennium as a program.
See, you said
Periodicals
the libraries.
in the library alone. Yeah. And publishers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's periodicals. Yeah. Does it communicate with EBSCO?
Yes.
Communicates with EBSCO.
Actually, EBSCO handles all the publisher things.
Okay,
EBSCO's
so
like a filter.
it communicates. Hey,
Good.
Millennium communicates to.
Thanks. You too.
Thanks, you too. Millennium communicates to EBSCO. EBSCO communicates to publishers.
Yes.
So
That's part of what we
indirectly.
pay EBSCO for. Otherwise, we'd be on the phone all day with
Yeah.
publishers.
Okay. And is there anybody else that I'm missing that it communicates with? Does it communicate? Is there like a monthly communication that Millennium gives to the company itself?
Yes.
The system here communicates to.
It's actually a daily thing. Every once in a while, I'll get a phone call from Millennium, and they'll say, "Hey, your headings files is getting full. You should delete them." And just
So the program itself communicates data to the Millennium Company, external Millennium Company, and then they in turn call you, and then you
Yeah.
talk over the phone.
yeah, it's like OnStar.
Okay. Yeah, OnStar.
Yeah, notice you crash into a telephone.
Yeah, right. I see. And are there any extra spyware or virus protection programs that you got because of Millennium being on computers? Okay. And all that, any communication that Millennium has with outside sources is protected through that virus stuff?
Oh yeah.
Like nobody can download a virus through that communication. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
IT does a good job with that stuff.
Yeah, got you. And